Good evening, parents and guardians. This is Mr. Campbell, principal of West Middle School, and I would like to welcome you all to our virtual open house. This evening, as you meet with our teachers, they'll be giving you a brief overview of the expectations of this school year, not only for themselves, me, but our students as well as you as parents. We will be looking for certain expectations from our students as far as academics, behavior, and participation. This is not an easy time for anyone, but I promise we can get through this together. So we're asking that you all be patient, be cooperative, and be a part of the team and the solution as we go forth this year. So I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedule this evening to join us. And if you have any further questions, please send us an email or give us a call at 1-508-580-7381 and have a great evening. Mr. Campbell.
The administrative team at West Middle School includes Mr. Campbell, principal, Mrs. Spillane, assistant principal, Mrs. Estey, associate principal. Our office staff includes Mrs. Lincoln, our administrative assistant, and Mrs. Gizzard, our nurse. Our guidance staff includes Mrs. Lewis, school counselor, and Mrs. Hickey, adjustment counselor. Our therapeutic support staff includes Mr. O'Connell and Ms. Peliquin. Teachers at West Middle School are using both Microsoft Teams and Schoology for their meetings and classroom assignments. Tonight, if you are still unclear how your student is getting on each of the meetings, it is a great question to ask the teachers during your time with them. They also will be going over all of the expectations and the norms for each of their classrooms. So make sure you ask if there has still been issues logging in to these classrooms and where you can find the links. This is the Brockton Public Schools middle school remote schedule times for each of our periods. As you can see on Mondays, we have half-hour periods for each of the times in the morning. This way, in the afternoon, Students will have work to work on from all of those classes, but teachers are in meetings and doing professional development on all the new technology we are using this year. So that's why our Mondays are very condensed in the morning. However, in the afternoon, students do have time. It is not a half day of school. It is a time for students to work independently on their work that is assigned from their teachers. On Tuesdays through Fridays, we do have 15-minute periods. It is imperative that you do show up for homeroom. We do take attendance in homeroom for the full day, and that is letting us know whether or not you are prepared for the day. So it is a full day of school each and every day, just as if we were in the building together. Some tips for a successful virtual learning at home environment are to create a routine and use visuals like charts or timers to help you stay on track. Keep communicating with your teachers. Focus on one day at a time, and even within that day, focus on one period at a time. Take a break, look away from a screen and move your body, and seek help when you need it. Make sure you follow us on each of our social media accounts that you see here. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Weebly, Snapchat, Brockton Public Schools, Infinite Campus, and Schoology. And just a reminder for this year, our school supply list for 2020 to 2021. We need patience, flexibility, deep breaths, calmness, humor, cooperation, encouragement, positivity, understanding, compassion, respect, and kindness. We are all in this together, and we can't do it without each other. Parents, thank you again for joining us this evening. After you meet with all of your students' teachers this evening, we ask that you do one homework assignment for us and fill out the emergency form and handbook pages electronically through the Brockton Public Schools website. So you will visit www.bpsma.org, just like up here in the top left. And one of the pop-ups that are listed are the necessary forms that you can fill out electronically. So for West Middle School students, you will go to the Middle Schools tab. You may choose to read the handbook in each of the 4 languages, English, French, Portuguese, and Spanish. And once you have gone over the student handbook together with your student or students, please click here in orange to complete all of the forms included in the handbook. We do ask that if you do have multiple students at West, or even if you have other students in other buildings, that you fill out these forms individually for each of your children. We do need them all on file for everyone, especially the emergency form. When you click this Start Filling button, you will be brought to the first of the 4 sheets that you do need to fill out. And once they are filled out in its entirety, it will be sent to Mrs. Lincoln in our main office for review, and we will check you off that you have completed this. The only time you will receive a phone call is if there is something missing on the form that we do need to have you fill out. So Thank you again, and we are looking forward to working with you this year as we start off our year virtually, and we appreciate all of your support as we dive into this unprecedented way of teaching and learning. Have a great night.